Yeah, it's pretty gross, Luke.
Mhm.
What were we up to last time? Oh, chronicler ye.
We fought a bunch of fire beetles and a couple of old beasts. Um,
Some lava
that's probably in
monsters.
the game before last one. So we finished it off last time. Um, all in all, don't think it was that hard of a fight. Because none of us died, so that was nice.
That's the
Uh,
criteria for difficulty in somebody dying.
Uh-huh.
I
I
mean,
almost died.
but you
And we...
didn't.
Wow.
So I guess it wasn't that hard then.
Um,
Interesting.
In which case, this entire campaign has been a cakewalk.
I mean, if it helps, look at this from Amandi's point of view.
Yes,
True.
absolutely.
She
Fact.
doesn't get new powers from things unless it was a good fight and it died by like a collective effort or she directly killed it. So something has to die in a fight on one side or the other. Um, I did get to try to eat one of those big Volbeasts, and I got a mild version of fire resistance, so that was cool. Um, Then we slept the
Yeah.
rest of the day away before moving on, and we finally came to the edge of the quarry we were heading towards. I found a bunch of Phaedron Legion soldiers that had set up camp and are running a mining operation where they've got a desert lizard folk doing the work, and they're clearly being forced to do said work. That's it.
Mhm.
Indeed. So you guys are staked out, laying down at the edge of this large quarry that's here in the desert. You see a small oasis at the bottom. Clearly, it was mined out, and it looks there's no plants around it or anything. It's just kind of like water.
They know us.
Um, and you see all these lizard folk with pickaxes and shovels. Thank you, sweetie. Um, carrying stones and dirt out of the abyss. It is nighttime because doing anything in the daytime this close to the gin waste is nearly impossible. Um, but yeah, what do you guys want to do? What do you want to look for? What do you want to? What kind of moves you want to make as of yet?
Those are all valid questions.
I think we should reconnoiter these slavers and find a weakness and maybe take them on. Kill some of them with
Well, we
fire.
definitely have to free the non-slave slaves.
Non-slave slaves?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you lost me at
because
non-slave slaves.
well, because I've been told multiple times that they've outlawed slavery,
You
so
have.
they
It's very
can't.
weird to you.
So they can't be
Being from this
slaves.
place, from Jaskar, you've like your number one priority, basically, in the back of your mind, your whole life was avoiding being taken as one of the satrap slaves, and now they're no more, apparently.
Yeah, and apparently slavery is illegal, which
Under new Phaedron rule, yeah.
yeah. Yet I see a whole bunch of lizard folk who clearly are slaves. Like they're not there of their own free will. They're not happy doing this. So I call bullshit on the no slavery. No slavery of humans, maybe, but I'm sure there's still slavery. No? Nothing? Or did I lose everybody?
No,
I'm
I'm
here.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, you take from this scene whatever you can surmise from it.
This is my guess. So the slave non-slave, you know, forced labor, whatever you want to call it. We should free them.
Yeah, make them work for us. Oh wait,
No. All right, Gil. You and I, when we get back to the boat, you and I are having a long talk. Anti-orc, and no, you and I are gonna have a long, long talk about some morals here. We may be pirates, but we still have them.
You guys are the most ethical pirates I've ever seen.
Hey, did you guys know that pandas produce upwards of 50 pounds of fecal matter per day, most of which is bamboo? Fuck you guys.
Yeah, nobody read that for you.
They-
Every one of you, you're fake friends, and you're not the people I thought you were.
We were waiting
I'm
for
just running the
you.
game. That's up for somebody else to deal with.
Okay, now that we're back to this.
Also, I vote that we wait. Also, I vote that we find a stable position to camp out for the day, and rather than just run in swords blazing, we do like a at least 12-hour stakeout and kind of get the rhythm of what the fuck is going on here, because there's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
I find myself agreeing with Lan.
Wait, what was your plan here? What did you say?
It seems like we have a relatively stable position. I vote we find somewhere that we can hunker down to maintain stealth, and we do at least a 12-hour watch period, because rather than just go in swords a swinging, because there's a lot of questions here that need to be answered, and as shitty as this sounds, they've survived this long. They can survive one more day while we get a feel of what the fuck is happening right now.
Hey, fair enough. I don't disagree with you.
Akram, as your rear scout, tells you that while staking out the place is probably a good plan before we jump into whatever the fuck this is. We are definitely on a clock because someone is coming. Someone followed us from the city, some caravan, and they're still behind us.
Is there
We gotta
anything that we
leave.
can do to maybe lead them on a wild goose chase in a different direction?
I mean, we're already here, and they're already coming this way. I don't know if they're following us. They're going the same way as us. That's all I know. They might just be coming here to the quarry.
Do you have
They
any
might be
idea of
following
who it
us.
actually is that's following us?
No, a big caravan. That's all I know. It looked like a lot from the dust that was being kicked up. They were always below the horizon as far as I could see, so still a ways away. But the dust cloud they're kicking up means they're hightailing it here, and there's a lot of them.
Honestly, my vote kind of doesn't change. If we can establish a stealth position, then we'll know for a fact. It basically, if they show up and seem similarly surprised with what they find, then we know that they were explicitly following us, and we might even get an answer as to who they are and why. Whereas if they show up and immediately just take this as granted, then we know that they're just a part of this, and that's just one more of the aforementioned questions that we want answered.
Mm.
But regardless, if we just if we dig our heels in and face away from the quarry to start trying to fight whoever's following us, I can't imagine that the people in the quarry are going to be too thrilled with that. And then now we're fighting a war on two fronts, which historically has never worked out. So,
Well, whatever caravan is behind us is probably at least a day away.
Okay, so observing things for 12 hours from stealth is still a valid plan.
Yes, but we are. He's saying that they're definitely not going to be here within 12 hours, but like using up
So
12
remind
hours
me-
is using some of your time that you have.
So remind
to-
me, is
to do
this
this
is
up.
not the final destination we were trying to get to?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well then, my vote has not. This is, if anything, only reinforced that I think this is the right move.
Okay. This is
I'm
the
gonna be-
oasis that you were
Yeah,
sent
I'm-
to.
I'm
It
gonna
was
be
not
real.
informed by you that you were not
Yeah.
informed that it is now a quarry. Like nobody knew that the Phaedrons
Like
were
I
here.
said, I'm gonna be real. I think this has only reinforced my vote that finding somewhere where we can hunker down to observe from a stealth position, it has only reinforced that that is the right move. If only because if it does, there's nowhere for us to run because we need to be here. So the caravan's gonna get to us eventually. Absolute worst case scenario is that we've managed to fortify a position so that if there's a fight, we have a more easily defensible hold.
But then we're also pincered on both sides.
Yes, but
Potentially.
that's kind of gonna happen regardless, I think, because if we go in guns blazing to this quarry and try and fight our way to control it, we learn nothing, and we might make things worse as a result.
Okay, my suggestion isn't to go in guns blazing. My potential suggestion is maybe we backtrack and go meet this caravan following us and then potentially deal with them so that we don't have to deal with them and these other guys at the same time when they show up at the same place.
That makes a lot of sense. It's one thing to solve a mystery. It's another thing to solve a mystery with some mysterious caravan on our butts.
Is
And I'm
it
paranoid.
Is it logistically possible for us to split up where some of us stay here to observe the quarry and some of us go out to meet with the caravan, and then not to meet with them but just observe them, and if we get the feeling, oh hey, there's trouble afoot, then we can or there's trouble afoot here, then we just send reinforcements to go, okay, now we are actually going to go ride out to meet the caravan.
I'm going to say this out of character. I've played enough D&D to know that you never split up the party.
So what I will say is that if a group of you travels back a day back behind you to go spy on the caravan, by the time that group gets back, they'll be faster than the caravan getting back, but not by much. They'll be right on your heels by the time they're back.
Speaking of being back, I'm
Yes.
back.
Excellent.
back.
So you can get that information about the caravan, but it'll cost you time.
What I miss?
There's a caravan following us.
Following? Like behind us?
Yeah, they're a day behind us.
We're trying to
Hmm.
find out
When
who
last we
we're
left
gonna
off, you guys
kill
are currently
and
at the Oasis, which is now
who we're
a
gonna rescue and when we're gonna
open
do
air
it.
mine with lizard folk workers under Phaedron Legion guard.
Hmm.
It's not Scooby.
And I'm assuming in what's it called? In finding out that there was a caravan behind us, were you listening to the talk of the lizard folk, or how'd you find that out while I was gone?
We can see the dust cloud behind us.
I see.
Akram the scout has been watching them this entire time.
Yeah.
I see.
notified
Well, that's
us
what we're
about
paying
it
him
last
for.
game. Yeah, it is what we're paying him for.
Yeah.
He's earning
He
his
did
keep.
mention it last time. Nobody seemed that interested in. Nobody seemed that bothered by it last time.
Listen, it's a caravan. How many caravans are there in the desert? I've seen my share.
Not this many this close together. Because they left from the same place as you, heading towards the same places.
So they're here for the mine, obviously.
Fair chance. Either here for the mine or they're coming here because somebody went in the direction of their mine and they don't appreciate that.
Which mask?
Yeah, they're here either for you or the mine. One
The dungeon
thing
master?
in this direction.
I don't like being in the middle of this.
So, I have an idea.
Yep.
It's gonna sound crazy. and people are gonna die, but it'll be okay. Let's not spend a full 12 hours, okay? So if we spend a full 12 hours, we run the risk of getting caught, exposed, whatever. Let's give it 6 hours. Let's cut that time in half. 6 hours should be enough time to figure out what's going on in the mind. In the mind, okay? And in the minds of everybody. In the meantime, myself and one of our guides will backtrack and see exactly what this caravan is. They will be on our heels on the way back. Okay? We will either be chasing them or they will be chasing us. One or the other.
I mean, no, you and one of your guides, like just the two of you alone on camels, would definitely be faster than
the whole
the
group.
caravan behind you. Yeah, than a whole group. Even if the caravan's going like putting their whole
weight,
like Caravussi into it,
Yeah.
there would still be slower than you just because there's more of them that they have to deal with.
Right. Okay. So I completely totally understand and agree with Lan, just not necessarily in the amount of time that Lan wants to spend on it. I
Okay.
think
Sure.
we can do the same amount of information, or at least enough information, in a little bit less time, giving and only removing 2 people from the party, opposed to removing a whole group.
I will say it is the end of nighttime right now.
So we'd be traveling.
Let me think. How's this set up? So traveling in the daytime is pretty
rough,
brutal. It's like almost a death sentence unless you really know what you're doing.
So me and one of the guides.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even for city Jeskarans, traveling in the day is difficult.
Yeah.
So normally people travel at night, but in this case, the quarry here is set up with tents and stuff and overhangs and awnings and things.
Yeah.
So like people aren't in the direct sun, so they are working during the day. So you guys got to the quarry like around sunrise. As you see the lizard folk have like just began their day of work. The caravan following you will probably get here in about 24 hours. So sunrise of the next day.
Okay. So again,
if you go out, investigate the caravan and come back, it'll probably take you most of a day. You'd probably get back
take
at
12
like
hours.
3 or maybe a little more than that. You'd probably get back at like midnight, 1 or 2 a.m. the next day, and then the caravan would be there at like 6 or 7.
Okay.
You get back with a couple hours.
So the real question is, can you spare 2 people to take this quarry as soon as it gets dark? Because you don't want to hit it during the daylight. We'll be fighting at a disadvantage. That heat.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that 12 hours is a good thing. I didn't realize what time it was.
Yeah, I mean, at night is definitely like it's easier to travel, but like I said, most of the people working here, like all the workers are asleep during the evening. Like they don't have day shift and night shift because it's hard to see at night and there's basically no reason to try to mine at night anyway.
Right.
So all of the work is happening during the day. So
now
at
the real
night,
question
there's just the guard to have to deal with, like the patrols of Phaedron soldiers.
So now the real question is, do we split the party at all? While you guys investigate this and try to stay hidden while observing, and we go figure out exactly what that group of folks behind us are.
I'm going to go on record as saying I am opposed to splitting the party.
I will say one of the rituals that I have that I haven't used yet is sending. Where we can send a message very, very far away. So it's potentially like it would be able to we could use that to coordinate between two groups if we did decide to split the party.
Yeah, but I'm worried that it might be too late, not just from like whatever like the armies we're gonna encounter from the Phaedrons, but the amount of awful creatures in this desert. Like there's too many things that want to kill us to separate us. Strength in numbers is too important.
There are a lot of creatures in this desert.
Yeah. I'm willing to risk it with one of our guides. And then I think you are strong enough still with one of our guides and the rest of you to take care of whatever is going on here tonight. But again, that's my opinion, based on time and location of everything, because we do want to know what's coming for us. The other option is we cut bait from here, go deal with the caravan, whatever it may be, and then come back here.
That would be my plan.
Oh,
I don't necessarily think we need to deal with the caravan at the moment.
Okay, so
well, the problem is that we don't need to deal with it at the moment, but eventually we are gonna have to. I think my vote is, look, let's say, right? Like, let's say hypothetically, this is a reinforcement of Phaedrons that are coming to back up this quarry, right? We're, in my opinion, not really substantially more fucked than we would be just facing the ones that are in the quarry. Alternatively, if there's someone that is opposed to the Phaedrons, then us camping out and basically just observing while we wait for them to arrive, they might just start fighting each other, in which case we can just jump in and help out whatever side we think we're in favor of.
So you're wanting to wait the full 24 hours for them to arrive?
Honestly, I'm thinking that it might be the move to just get as much information as we can and then just let the chips start falling, you know?
I'm thinking about trying to recruit these lizard people into helping us figure out what's going on, because maybe if this is the Phaedrons on a regular shipment, they can just tell us that. And two, if they know that there's, capable fighters on their side willing to free them, unless they're getting paid for this. I didn't think about maybe that they're getting paid for this.
They don't look like they're getting paid. But again, I don't know until we talk to one of them. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be right
so-
here.
I think we're running out of time. We just need to take a vote.
All right.
So Amandi, what is your plan? Let's get a feel for what everyone's plans are. We can vote from there.
Okay, so I kind of wanted to go out and engage or at the very least, like, see what the approaching caravan is about. and if it looks like they would be adversarial to us, potentially handle them while they're still a distance away. So then we don't have to fight on both fronts at the same time and be surrounded. Finding out that we have seeming, makes me more willing to do the split the group thing and have spies looking at both potential adversaries at the same time, because then we can get instant information. Because my biggest concern about splitting the party was that we'd find out what the caravan's about, but we wouldn't have time to report back and it wouldn't help us. But I also potentially like the idea that we make ourselves completely unknown to both sides, like you were saying, and just watch as the caravan shows up and how these people interact, and potentially maybe even not interact at all, even during that. And once the other caravan leaves, that's when we then enact our plan. Although there's a chance that maybe they don't leave and they're just here now. So I've gone through a lot of thought while this was being discussed.
Sounds fair.
It seems like you and I are on a similar wavelength. I'm actually going to change my vote. I think yours is the move. Because yours is just a more active, like a more proactive version of mine, and I can get with that.
I still am voting for not splitting up the party. So Amandi's course of action does make a lot of sense.
Agreed. I basically the only thing that I have to add to Amandi's plan is definitely like getting these lizard folks involved if we can.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that at all. It's just like it depends on what like when we strike, basically.
Yeah.
Because again, there's still so much that we just have no fucking clue.
Mm-hmm.
This dead air has been brought to you by Metamucil.
I am all for following whatever the captain tells me to do at this point.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all for splitting, I'm all for waiting, but just remember, the longer we wait, the more chance we have to be discovered.
Yeah, I think the plan is waiting here for the caravan to come to us and figuring out what they're going to do when they get here.
Oh, one more thing that I forgot to mention. Um, if the caravan is coming either for or with knowledge of us, them coming might be to inform or back up the quarry, in which case the quarry will be made aware of us also.
But I still think if the quarry gets back up, like if we're fighting the quarry with them knowing that we're there, where we're like immediately in the area, them having like 5 extra seconds of notice, that doesn't really make it substantially more difficult, I think.
I
You know,
just
what do
want
you
to
call it?
check really quick. You guys do remember what the primary objective here is, correct?
Kind of no.
No, we
What?
forgot completely. I think we were freeing someone.
I thought we were
Yeah, there's like a forest or like desert
right,
spirit
yeah,
that we have
yeah.
to free.
Yes. Okay. So yeah. Yes, that is the thing that you were sent here to do.
Mm.
But we've found 5 side quests to do, so we can do those first and forget about the main quest, okay?
Mm.
Sorry.
Okay. So it sounds like the general consensus is we hide as we best as possibly can, and we waiting for the caravan to come up, see what they do, potentially wait until they leave if it looks like they will leave soon. And then having stayed still for so long and gathered our information, we can then make our attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
So wait, what was that? You're going to camp out here and
Wait.
wait and watch for the caravan to arrive?
Yep,
Yeah.
and try not to be discovered in the process.
Yeah.
I think we just take the time to find a good stealth position and then just fortify the fuck out of it. So it is one part crow's nest and one part like defensible stronghold. Like we're effectively readying for siege warfare by way of stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
I can see that being a little hard to do in a desert, but we'll figure it out.
If there's like cliffs, we can probably find like a cave or at the very least set up a tent and then disguise it. I mean, this is not unheard of to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like it's pretty flat desert out here, so you'd have to roll me some kind of check. Let me see here in order to maybe a dungeoneering check in place of survival, to try to find that sort of thing. The DC would be pretty difficult because
I've got a
you're in
plus
open
10.
desert outside this hole.
I've got a plus 10 to dungeoneering if anyone wants to go in advantage with me.
I don't think I have dungeoneering. Let me check.
Also, Count, if I use a daily power now, would it recharge by the time a battle potentially gets here?
Um,
Or is there not enough time?
I don't know if you guys are going to be long resting at all until the next, till the fight. If
Okay,
there is a
then
fight.
then if we need to, I'm willing to commit my bardic lore to getting an automatic natural 20 on this.
Oh, it works for dungeoneering as well?
It works for Arcana, Dungeoneering, History, Nature, or Religion.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm willing to roll for it at first, but I think since this is kind of the meat of the plan, I'm willing to just commit to this if we need to. That being said, if Ben will let us double dip in the sense of like rolling for it, and then if we fuck up, just declaring my skill, I'd like to roll for it first.
Hmm.
Because I know you've been kind of loosey goosey about that in the past, but I don't really know how you're supposed to adjudicate it.
I don't know either. I
It says
assume
it says literally nothing in the text about, oh, they have to declare it before there's none of that. It just says the effect.
effect you use it to make a knowledge check, but instead of rolling a d20, resolve the check as if you had rolled a 20. So I think that you need to use it before, it sounds like. Because it would be instead of rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I believe you're just gonna I think the way the text is written, it sounds to me like you need to make the
Which is completely fair. So do you guys want to make the check, or is this important enough that we'd rather not risk it?
I think it's pretty important.
Since this
Yeah.
is like the kind of whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the whole plan rests on us being able to hide
Yeah.
successfully.
I I completely agree. I'm going to use my bardic lore, and that is going to be a 30.
All right, yeah.
Because it's
You're able
it's
to.
a nat 20 plus 10.
You are able to use a trick that you've seen done before on like deserted islands and stuff, and desert islands to like stake out on the beach at certain
Mhm.
points. Where you can like take a tarp and cover it in sand and make like a little sniper's nest in the sand. As long as you guys are a couple of yards away from the entrance to the quarry, none of these patron soldiers have any interest outside of the quarry. So you're pretty much free reign without having to make stealth checks to do anything up there that doesn't take a lot of noise. During the day, without having to roll stealth or anything like that. So you set this thing up, that's big enough for the entire group plus the camels. You kind of dig out a big long trench and put the tarp over top of it.
Cool.
And yeah, you have a cover from anybody who comes by here who's not specifically looking for you. Is there anything else you want to know or do before the caravan arrives?
Hmm.
I think it's going to be a lot of like perception checks.
Okay, but I don't want to know what skill you want to roll. I want to know
No, I'm
what you're.
saying I think it's a lot of us just like, I mean, for me at least, it's going to be a lot of observing
What are they doing?
patterns of behavior and trying to piece out like
Right,
what's
yes,
the
that's what I
vibe
meant.
and events of what's going on.
Okay, you don't really need a perception check to spy on them. Maybe a stealth check, but it's probably not going to be that difficult. But you see in the quarry, now that it's daylight and everybody's getting to work, you see about one platoon of heavily armed Phaedron soldiers. They don't look like the normal militiamen. They look more like, or like the regular guys. They look like commandos, basically. Um, but there's not that many of them. There's maybe 10 that you can see around the campsite, along with a few dozen of these lizard folk mining
You
away.
said these guys
Or-
look more heavily fortified.
Yeah, these guys look like tough Phaedron soldiers.
Are
Ready.
they the ones who were in charge of like walking? Like, are these guys patrolling? Are they the ones who are like whipping the servants? Like, what does their role appear to be in the hierarchy here?
They, you see, like one or two of them are patrolling, watching for you, like that you've had to hide from. Not difficult to stay away from them. Make me a stealth check. On,
All
on
of
the
us or
edge.
just me?
Whoever's watching them, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Anybody can be on lookout and see all this information without any problem. Yeah, Lanolin, you're fine. Lanolin,
I
you're the
like the
one. You're the
idea.
one that
I like the mental image of me like deftly like scurrying through the thing and like a lifetime and a half of like finding my sea legs like deftly darting through shadows and like avoiding detection. And then Amandi just kind of like walks through the open, and then one of the Phaedrons is like, "Huh, guess it's a hyena. Weird." And then just kind of carries on.
But yeah, only one of you needs to really like actually be
Okay.
actively watching this thing. So Lanolin, if you're the one stake out here for the day, um, you basically carve yourself out a little nook at the lip of this quarry that like you can hide in. You see these guards patrolling, maybe two of them, like looking for basically you or people like you, keeping this thing locked down. The rest of them, the other 8 or so guards, are focused on making sure that the mining is keeping a steady pace.
Mhm.
You see
So
their
they are a part of the slave master hierarchy here. They're not like separate. They're not a separate role.
No, yeah, they are the ones who are controlling these lizard folk.
Interesting. Okay.
You see them mining a weird material that like glints in the sun, but it's too far away to really see what it is, but it's shiny.
Mm.
Um
I mean, it's obviously some kind of natural resource. We knew that.
um what else we got here? You see the tents. Every once in a while, like one of the Phaedrons will like take a break, go into the tent, come back out. Is there anything else you want to know about what's going on here? Is there any other questions you have about what
Do the lizard folk move in a way of like a group of free people that were recently enslaved, or do they move like people that have been in bondage for a very long time?
Everyone, no, they definitely,
Hello?
yes.
Sorry, you cut out it.
Oh, they definitely look like kind of in between. This quarry is pretty deep. It looks like it would have taken at least a couple of weeks to a month
Okay.
to have dug out this thing with the amount of people that are in this quarry. But every once in a while you see like one of the bigger lizard folk like kind of hiss and like not strike out at the Phaedrons, but you know, like
Yeah.
rear at them and shit, and then the Phaedrons like whack them with a club or something, and
So it hasn't
back
it
to
is
work.
it's been established as the status quo, but they haven't completely culturally been indoctrinated.
Right, they're not broken or anything, but they're very
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they've been here a while.
No, I get you. I'm just trying to again, we're trying to get a vibe of like what is the situation here. What do they appear to be doing with the mineral or like the resource they're gathering? What are they doing with it? Like where do the
They are
presumably they're loading into
accumulating
like
it
a
in carts basically, or like
are they bringing them anywhere or like doing anything with it, or is it just sitting out in the open?
it's sitting out in they're bringing it to like a centralized location, sitting out in the.
For some reason, Ben, your mic keeps cutting out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's real bad.
Okay, how about this?
Well, I don't know. It's not the quality, it's the you'll be in the middle of a sentence and suddenly just you'll be like talking
It'll
Weird.
drop.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have the microphone sitting too far away or something, and it's picking it up as a background noise instead of me.
possibly.
Okay, I'll move it closer. So, what was I saying? They have it in containers and stuff that they are bringing to a centralized location that is sitting out in the open.
How I'm assuming that's like the most heavily guarded thing in the world.
Yeah, there's like most of the Phaedron soldiers are like surrounding that thing in particular. And like keeping the lizard folk working is the job of like two of the guys. Like half of these soldiers or more are like keeping watch on this accumulation of material.
So, how do y'all feel about this? I have a ritual called Spirit Fetch.
Okay.
It'll basically summon a tiny little fey creature that I can send out to do a specific task. Um, it is not invisible, but it does move at it says a rapid pace of speed 15.
Oh wow.
So it's a very sprightly little creature. Um, it also can't be killed necessarily. But basically I'm thinking maybe I use this and go get me a piece of that thing. even if it's just like a sliver, and we can present it to our party wizard and maybe get an idea of what the fuck we're dealing with. Are we dealing with just they're mining gold, or are we dealing with they're mining fantasy uranium?
Hmm.
You know, do the Phaedrons have an active nuclear program and need to be stopped?
Oh no.
Let's not get too topical here.
But the point is, how do we all feel about 10 minutes and cost 20 gold?
It's fine.
As long as you don't get caught.
Yeah.
I would essentially, if it seems like they discover it and start to trace it, I would just dispel it and have it drop out of existence.
I will have them roll a perception check. And you can roll a stealth check to see with a let's see, with 15 speed and what size does it say a size for the creature?
Let's see. If you want to look it up, it is Spirit Fetch is the name of the ritual.
Okay, if it's
It
smaller
says
than small
it
size,
says that it says typically these fetches are small, indistinct, and shaped like an animal or person. So it would
Okay.
probably be like a bird.
I will give you a +4, +2 because it's fast, +2 because it's small on your stealth check against this Phaedron's perception check. That sound good?
Yeah, I'm totally comfortable with that.
Okay.
Mhm.
If the I'm running it by the captain, like Captain Gelator, do you feel okay about this?
Yeah. I trust that you
Okay.
don't get or that you won't get caught.
Let's rock and roll. So I can give it what do you call it? I can give it a 10-word command. Let's see. So first of all, I gotta get rid of 20 gold. The okay. No wait. Hang on.
Don't be seen, don't get caught, retrieve the shiny material.
So I'm going to do for them what I normally do for you guys. I have
Okay.
rolled once each for the about half a dozen Phaedrons that are guarding this pile, and you will have to beat at least half of them on your stealth check, or more than half of them.
Okay.
So you need to beat a 22.
Okay, so I have a +9 normally,
With a
and then
+4.
yeah. So I have a +13. And yeah, I like Amandi's command of don't be seen, don't get caught. Bring me the
Retrieve
shiny
shiny material.
retrieve the
Hey,
shiny
is there a specific amount of words you can give this
yes,
thing?
10 words or less.
Oh, I see.
Don't be seen, don't be caught. Retrieve the shiny material.
The ritual is called Western Union.
might as well be. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's 10 words. Go ahead. It will do it its best.
Okay.
So with a +13, 22 DC,
You know what? Hang on.
you need to roll a 9 or better.
I want to think very specifically about my instructions here. Retrieve the I want to try and work in something about if you're seen, don't lead them back to us. So retrieve
I mean, you could dispel it
the
in
mineral.
immediately as you're watching it come back to you.
Okay,
Don't
that's
worry.
fine then. That's
Don't worry
fine
about it.
then.
I don't really give a fuck about what you tell the thing. It's going to do the thing you want.
Okay. Boom
You,
shakalaka.
you are successful. You get a piece of unrefined ore.
Okay.
It has
also
crystal running through it, but it is
okay.
also metallic in nature.
What the fuck?
Can I make a roll to identify it using Arcana?
I'm gonna give you advantage on this, but I'm passing it fully of like
Yes.
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Get me a 25. You
The
have a
Arcana
plus 2. You have a
this
plus 2
Arcana
for
check
his
is
advantage.
unrelated.
Okay,
Okay, so
cool.
I have this for the next 12 hours.
Have what? Oh, the little guy?
It just hangs out near me for 12 hours before dissipating.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Gelf, give me a DC 25 Arcana check. You have a plus 2 for Lanolin's assistance as the both of you inspect this strange rock.
Okay, +2 Arcana. Off we go.
Oh,
Ugh. I have no clue what this is. I've never seen it before in my life.
that is correct.
Hey, being that I'm
I-
from
Yeah.
here,
I think you're about to ask the exact same thing I am, yeah.
What's that?
Being that I'm from this land,
Mm-hmm.
either nature or history to see if I know what it is, whether I've seen it before.
What's your history?
I would say
They're-
nature is more applicable.
They both suck. So they both suck. I'm completely screwed on this roll. But hey,
I mean, if you want to
let me
give
see
me
here.
a +2, I have a +13. I have a +13 in nature.
I don't think that you'll be able to roll this.
Okay.
You've already assisted in Gelf, so you've already rolled, basically.
Okay.
So
Yeah, and I beefed it.
Asim, you can attempt to roll nature specifically because you're from here and this is something mined in your home country.
okay.
You can try and you'll get some information. Get me a DC 15.
Um,
Means I have to
I have
roll
a quick
12.
question.
Yeah, let's quick question.
Yes.
Given what we came here for, is there a chance that this material could be Fey influenced at all?
It's
Could
a
be.
possibility.
It
Because
could be.
then, if it is, like, I'm also from, like, you know, a very Fey influenced place. So
Okay. Let's see here.
Was also going to ask. I know I rolled to assist, but an independent roll for history to see if I've ever heard a story about like, you're not going to believe it. I was fishing off the coast of Jaskar and I pulled up this weird fucking rock.
No, you would not have heard anything like this. I will say Amandi. The Fey part of this is much rarer. So Amandi, I'm gonna say, is a DC 20 nature check to identify a piece of this. Asim, it's a DC 15 for you to identify a separate piece of this.
Okay.
okay,
Go ahead.
I so rarely get to use nature.
Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Please roll good. Yes.
I quit.
Amandi.
I'm done.
The metallic portion of this material is a metal that you have heard of. I don't know how I don't know what Knoll Smiths are like or what they do or which part of the Feywild they come from. But this is a material that manifests in the woad. It turns the border between the woad, the Feywild, the Elder Woad, and the mundane world. It turns it affects the way that silver, like normal silver, its chemical properties and magically turns it into this specific metal called, where the fuck are my notes?
Say the words, you son of a bitch.
The colloquial human term for it is quicksilver.
Hmm.
You would know it as from the Elder Woad. You would know it by a different name of magical materials. Here we go. Where is it? Kalashite, the moon metal. It has wild magic property.
Sounds exotic.
It is very exotic.
I vote we immediately try and find enough to forge a Mondian axe.
That would be
It can only be mined normally in a woad.
Are we in a woad?
I mean, this is a fey area. It's not big enough to be considered like a full woad, but
Look at this here.
I'm glad I thought about checking that.
Mm-hmm.
as for the crystalline portion of it, it seems like they're mixed together in this ore, but not the same material. The crystal you can identify. There are a lot of different magical crystals in the world. You don't know which one this is.
Do we know between us? Have we heard anything of what this stuff can do? What its properties are?
Moon metal, it's got like kind of wild magic properties. It has like it can be enchanted with magical stuff, but it tends to be pretty chaotic.
Hmm.
So people are
Chaotic.
normal smiths are very loath to use this kind of stuff without special knowledge of being able to kind of enchant this stuff to kind of mute the wild magic property. If you can tweak it and magically maneuver it, you can get it to do almost anything.
I see.
I vote we immediately try and find enough to forge a Mondian axe, and then if we have enough left over, some cannonballs.
Yeah, it is extremely
That's
difficult to do that,
Cannonballs.
and only the most proficient smiths in the world, which you know none of, could even potentially make use of moon metal. Most of the time, you see it in weapons, like very rare weapons that just do random shit. Normally, like it'll be different elemental damages or something, like depending on what the magic of the sword is, like it'll just be wild. So normally blades and weapons of this material are prized but also very feared, and most people don't use them in combat because they're unpredictable.
Hmm.
Can you imagine turning that into arrowheads and shooting either at or into people with those?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely
Oh, baby.
roll me a history check.
Okay.
Anyone
All
in
of you
particular?
all of you, this is a pirate lore thing, so all of you can roll a history check. Anybody who gets me a 20.
Oh, being that I'm not really a pirate, does that count?
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
got it.
You probably wouldn't know.
Gelf, it's all on you, baby.
Gelf,
I got a
Gelf
22.
Gelf remembers hearing a while ago one of the pirates on in an old, what's it called, pirate lord fleet, the Andorran pirate lord, there was a member of one of the officers of a crew in his fleet that had a sword made of this stuff, and it was kind of crazy. So you have seen, you've heard of pirates using weapons of this material, but it is completely unpredictable and wild magic. It was one of the Hierophant pirates.
Hmm. Oh,
Fuck.
out of character. I know who that is.
Yeah, Lan has no idea what to make of that. Luke is kind of having a moment right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, it doesn't really matter, because Amandi said earlier, imagine turning that into arrowheads and shooting it. It doesn't matter if we can imagine that, because unfortunately, I think the Phaedrons have already imagined that, and I don't like the implications.
We don't even
Understood.
know what the crystal bits do. Oh, what if the crystal parts like stabilize it?
Hmm.
Because if the metal bits that are influenced by the lode are the ones that make it wild, maybe the crystal bits that are from like this side, presumably, would stabilize it since they've melded together. In which case, this stuff is
Possible.
even more dangerous, just as is.
Yeah.
It's possible. I'm completely in the dark here. Metallurgy isn't my area of expertise.
I wonder if the dryad that's supposed to be here would know, like, at the very least, what this would be capable of, even if she wouldn't know the metallurgical aspects of it.
Would know about what?
About, like, what the combo of the moon metal and this weird crystal would achieve.
I see.
Mm.
Who knows? Who knows what they know? Or even where they are. You have not seen anybody who looks like a dryad anywhere. In all
Yeah,
of your scouting attempts, you have not seen anybody who looks Fey-like, except for these lizards.
yeah. After we kill these soldiers, maybe we'll just call out in, like, Sylvan and see if we get a response. Or maybe the lizard people.
Okay, so what is the move here? What are we doing now?
For the sake of my notes, remind me how many soldiers there are currently?
About 10.
Okay.
That's not even a worry.
They're pretty heavily armed soldiers. They're not just the regular run-of-the-mill Phaedron legionnaires. These guys are like command.
Yeah. It might be a little worry. We can
They
take
look
them.
like heavy armor, although on the low end of heavy armor because you still are in the desert, so they're not wearing full plate, but like banded iron and pole arms, I believe. Let me
I don't
see. What
suppose we have a heat metal spell anywhere.
are
I got a heat metal spell. Oh, sorry.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god.
Many apologies to Luke. I forgot. There's a
No. Again, I don't mind the soundboard. It's just when I get jump scared by it, that fit into the conversation. So it's like, okay,
Perfectly.
this is happening.
Okay. These guys are wearing like banded steel plates, but just like cuirasses and greaves, not like full armor. With steel helmets, long like pikes and shields. So like single-handed pole arms and punch shields. Like the big square like Spartan shields kind of.
Either way, they we could probably take them. We're pretty cool. So
Okay. What's the move then? It's
What is she-
probably later in the day now at this point after all the scouting and the stealing and all the other shit that you've been doing.
So I guess question before the caravan arrives, do we want to try to attempt to sneak in at all and in the night while everyone's resting, attempt to talk to a lizard folk? Or are we still waiting for that as
We
well?
do we do have the magic earring in case he speaks another language.
yes, I would love to get these lizard folk on our side.
Okay.
Okay, so that just means we need to
Are
determine
there
who to send in.
during the course of our spying? Is there any way we can isolate if like? Is there one of them in particular that is maybe like a leader? Not that they have like a strict hierarchy, but like one of them that's maybe older or bigger or like in some way seems to be like is there one of them that seems to be more proactive than the others?
You notice one of them looks to be like an older lizard folk, and like when they stumble at one point, the Phaedrons like get on their shit about it, and then other lizards step in and like protect them,
Okay, so
but
that's our guy.
are beaten back. So you do notice something to that effect, yes.
Still, that's our guy right there.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
So
So what do you do?
Yeah, it's just we wait it out till the mining is done. Figure out where they let the lizard folk sleep, um, and go over there and. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts. I'm trying to collect all my thoughts while I'm
Okay, yeah.
recovering.
I get what you mean. Yeah. So you guys wait until nightfall. You see the lizard folk all being led into the larger of the two tents that are there, or the three tents, the largest one. Um, and then the Phaedrons are kind of hanging about. You see some of them go lay down, and they're like on watch now. Like two of them are out on watch. The rest of them are like, well, there's 10 of them, so probably three of them are out on watch, and then in a couple hours they'll be relieved, and two more will be on watch, and three more will be on watch, and they kind of rotate out.
okay,
So there's definitely less of a guard position at night than during the day. And all of the lizard folk are kept in one tent.
okay. So who would the lizard folk most be willing to speak to? Do we have a, an idea amongst all of us of what language they would speak? Because while the ring does translate what you're hearing, I don't think it translates what you're saying.
You are
Um,
correct.
so we need somebody to go and that would be able to speak to them and them understand, just in case they don't understand common and they're just being bullied into the actions they need to do without understanding what's even being spoken to them by the guards. So
Well, animal people. Sorry, Amandi and Land. Y'all speak Sylvan, right?
I do.
I do, yeah.
So probably Sylvan if they're animal people.
Figured it they might, but like I also figured I'd mention it just in case. Because we do have like at least two guides here that live in the area and could possibly confirm if they've ever heard
That's true.
specifically.
What if the two guards can speak Sylvan?
If not the guards, if the lizard folk what language they speak. Presumably Sylvan, but if they
Well,
confirm
we
it.
were-
Yeah. The two guides that you have with you do confirm that the lizard folks speak Sylvan. They don't know if they speak Common for sure. They don't they haven't gone this close to the Gin Waste before.
Okay.
we were watching these guys all day, didn't we? Hear
Pick
what
up on
language we were
anything?
speaking?
And you're watching them from like far up on a hill.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult
Oh.
to know.
And that
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, this seems like a land
wait.
venture. Someone with a lot of charisma and also speaks Sylvan.
mm,
I mean, I'll go.
Okay.
I'm trying to think real quick.
Are you the stealthiest?
I am not the stealthiest.
as the two people that can speak Sylvan, are you the stealthier?
I have a +9.
You are indeed. I have a +3.
I also, I'm just going to throw this out there. I can just use sending to beam the message directly into his dome.
That's
Does
also
make
good.
sense.
That
You
sounds
have to
very
see it.
intrusive.
You convey a mental message of up to 25 words to a. Oh, it says a person you know. So
Ooh, yeah, that would not work for
Yeah.
any of these guys.
then, yeah, fuck. I guess I got to just go in and hope
Once
he
you meet
speaks.
them.
Do we have it confirmed that he speaks Sylvan?
I
Yeah.
mean, they're fake creatures, so
I have an idea. Gelf, what's your stealth?
I'm sorry, say again?
What is the stealth of Gelf the elf?
What is the stealth of Gelf the Elf? Let's
I got
take
it.
a look at the stealth of Gelf the Elf. Oh boy, not very good. +5.
That's only one less than lands. I'm trying to think if I'm sending you with someone.
Mine is a +9.
Oh, so that's still comparable. It's if I'm sending you with somebody, I want to send you with somebody who can send a signal to us if you're compromised.
I
Wayne
mean,
can already do that with
Oh,
sending.
no,
Although
sending is that's a ritual. If I'm
Oh, it's
compromised, I'm
extended.
not going to sit down and do a 10-minute ritual.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what we could do? Hang on, wait. Honestly, if the goal is just have a way to send a signal, I could borrow a seems like water crossbow, and if I fire that into the air, wouldn't it just make basically a firework of water?
Yeah,
I
but that
have,
would also be.
I have Mage Hand.
You can also just take a seam with you if you wanted to. He's very stealthy.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Can we look out?
Yeah, I can help out.
That's what I was thinking.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of how you could get our attention if you're caught.
Let's look at my abilities real
I mean,
quick.
you guys
If I
can
have
watch
one
in the
that's
thing.
kinda-
Like, if they're caught, you'll be able to see most likely.
That's
Honestly, sound kind of carries well over flat sand. If I just start screaming my head off and blowing my bows and whistle, I'm assuming they're going to hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so will the rest of the cards.
I'm pretty sure if we get caught, we're all
If
screwed
if I get
anyway.
caught, we have bigger problems at that point.
Yeah.
We have bigger problems than the rest of the guards if you get caught. Okay.
I mean, no,
Because
if
we'll
we
have
get
the rest of the
caught
cards.
and we can't. Well, if we get caught and we can't, like, okay, let's just kill this one guy, knock him out, and then scram. Like, if over 3 guards see us, presumably what they're gonna do is raise some sort of alarm, so it's kind of a moot point.
Yeah, you'll know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
True.
this is at this point it's either gonna work or it isn't kind of plan.
True.
That's what it
Okay.
sounds like.
All right, so it's settled. Lan, you're gonna go rustle us up some companions and
Try and start a
you're
resistance.
gonna be lookout.
I will say this. I want to leave the spyglass and all of our lenses we've collected with the party.
Okay.
I am very much declaring that I am not bringing these into the enemy encampment.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a
Right.
plan.
Whoever
I'll
is
keep you safe.
whoever is sneaking into the enemy encampment, please roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I also hang on. There's something I want to do first.
Yeah, I'm not doing great today.
This all counts as an encounter, correct?
We will say yes.
Okay, then I'm going to use my other daily power to use Glimpse the Future,
Okay.
which is Bard's Portent. Roll a
Right.
d20 3 times, keep the highest roll. Once before the end of the encounter, you can use this roll to replace a d20 roll of an ally within 10 squares of you. I'm assuming that it counts as myself as well.
Sure. We'll say it counts for you. Looks like
Okay,
a 17.
so 17, I'm going to note that. So that way, if
Mhm.
I beef one of these stealth checks, then
You mean
There
like
you
I
go.
just did?
15 is not beefing it.
Yeah,
The only
Hey,
reason, hold up. The only reason I have a 15 is because I have a
I'm
plus
a
12.
ghost.
I
Okay.
can honestly say that I am as stealthy as the same.
I slip into the night like a demon's whisper.
So, you guys,
I am the god of stealth.
one of the patrols passes by your encampment. As they walk, they turn the corner. They're holding like their spear and shield, and then connected to their shield is like a torch sconce that is hooked up with a torch. As they pass by and the light changes direction away from you, you guys stealthily hop over the embankment and slide down to the base of the quarry. Right before another guard rounds one of the rocky, buildups in this quarry, you guys scurry across to the tent as one of you accidentally trips over some rocks. You hear one of the guards, "What was that?" and rounds the corner right as you get out of view next to the tents. Oh, must have been one of those damn rabbits, the desert rabbits. You guys are outside of the largest tent in the quarry now. No one has seen you.
Nice.
All right, we'll make our way inside and find a lizard folk who is asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, have we thought this? So hold on. Have we thought this entirely through? We're about to wake someone up.
So I'm looking specifically for that one guy.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
And
sneak
yeah,
into the tent.
there is no gentle way to do this.
I'm just I figured I'd put it out there.
The three of you get inside this large tent. You see rows and rows of basically the tent poles are set up with hammocks connected between them, and in each hammock is a lizard folk that is summarily shackled to the fence post that is nearest to their ankle.
Okay.
What a pain.
Gelf, do you have a spell of silence or something?
No, I do have ghost sound. Ghost sound lets me make a sound that we could use as a diversion or a distraction.
We'll keep that in the pocket just in case, but it's not applicable to what I was going for. I think, and tell me how y'all feel about this. I think the move is the classic. We find the guy who we're looking for, and we essentially gently nudge him awake, but then basically put hand over his mouth until we can like visually signify, don't scream, we are not your enemies, we're here to help.
Okay.
Or maybe consider calling out to him, whispering maybe in Sylvan, so he knows from waking up automatically that you are not just
Yeah,
a
no,
human.
like whispering in Sylvan, like we're not your enemies, we're here to help.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you do?
So yeah, I think
You could
that's
find the person pretty quickly. They are an older lizard folk woman.
oh, it's a woman. I need to re-examine some personal biases.
So does Gilf. So
Hey,
sorry.
Uh,
Sorry.
great. Yeah, this is just
I'm never gonna live that down, am I?
update.
Nope.
It is 9:49 p.m. and Ryan has just now responded to my text requesting
They
that
came over to me a minute ago and questioned it. Like, what the fuck is this?
but they were gonna offer to still do it, which means I have at least one friend left in the world.
Yes.
What was the what context that I missed of this?
I was in the bathroom and so I couldn't read a really inappropriate fact. And so I was like texting in the
Okay.
Discord, like, somebody read out that pandas produce 50 pounds of poop a day and most of it's wood. I command it. Someone, anyone, please.
And no one
I
did.
see. I understand.
Yep.
So
Nobody did.
So I'm going to put a hand on her shoulder to like gently nudge her awake and then firmly, but as non-threateningly as I can, I'm gonna try and use the hand to like, this sounds so fucking bad. Hold her down and then put a hand over her mouth and then be whispering in Sylvan, we're not with them, we're here to help. We are not with them, we are here to help. Please don't scream.
okay, so as you do this, you see as you grab her, her reptilian eyes dart open as the
Mhm.
like double hooded eyes is like one eye opens
Don't
and then the
scream.
other one
We be here
opens
to help.
and you hear like a growl hissing noise as her like hand comes up and a clawed
Mhm.
hand like almost strikes you until she hears your Sylvan tongue
Mhm.
and sees that you're a satyr and she kind of pauses with her hand still like primed to strike, looks around like with her eyes like look gazes across you and then relaxes.
Great. I take a second and like nod in understanding, and then I take my hands off her and kind of put them up in like showing her my palms, like surrender kind of way.
Who are you? Why have you come to this place?
My name be Lano Lin. These are my companions. He's like, these are my crew. Asim and Gelf. And I kind of gesture to them. There are others with us, but
I
not
wave
here.
gently.
I see. We come to help.
You have put us in grave danger.
Aye, from the look of things, he was already in. He's like, if you don't mind me saying, lass, from the look of things, it wasn't exactly going well beforehand. He's like,
What do you want from here?
I say, information mostly to help if we can, and then I say to help if we can. Our captain, Gillator, he's seen what's happened here, and 'tis not something that he wishes to abide. But also, we're in search of something in the area. We feel that our interests may have fortunately aligned themselves.
Um
I say first things first. I say first things first. If he'd be willing to sit down and have a conversation, I believe my friend Asim may be able to get you out of those binds.
Possibility.
As I'm praying that Asim knows how to pick locks.
I've picked a lock or two. Sure. Don't know how successful
Swear to
I
God.
was at it.
Swear to God, if you're a rogue that doesn't have training in thievery,
No, I have training in thievery.
You can pick the lock. These are not difficult. They're just shackles. You can get them.
Yeah.
I'm very much like, we'd like to have a conversation first, but I'd like to do it on equal footing, if possible, if that's amenable to you.
If they find me here without my shackle on, they'll know that I've been aided and they'll punish us.
Great. Before we leave, if you don't like what we have to say, we'll happily put them, or say, we'll happily leave it so they can be put back on you. And if we're caught, then I shrug and I say, yeah, feel free to rat us out and maybe get yourself an extra ration or two. But I think some part of you knows that you might like what we have to say. Those shackles going on may not be the most present thing on your mind after.
Mm.
If you wish to keep them on for now, that's your prerogative.
Kiki?
She says, she asks what your plan is for helping, if it's worth it or not to, like, she looks at you skeptically and asks what your plan is on helping, to try to see if it's worth it to accept your help or not.
What's the name of the fae that we were here to free? Do we know that?
I don't think you do. They just said that there is a dryad.
We came. Then I'm gonna say that initially we came here at first in search of a dryad that we were told was living in this oasis. I'll confess we didn't know what we would find when we arrived. Do you know anything about that?
You're asking about the dryad?
Yeah, I'm just first and foremost, I'm telling her like that's why we're here. Do you know anything about that?
She says that the dryad is the patron to the lizard folk colony that lives here.
Hmm.
She has for generations blessed us with prosperity until now, until these humans came and enslaved us.
Nasty business that. What is it they're having you mine for? This mineral of theirs.
She's not entirely sure what it is. It is some kind of weirdly magical material, but she doesn't have access to it for long enough to really study it thoroughly and know what it is.
Okay. So the actual plan we're here for is to try and recruit these people into a slave rebellion, right? Is that
That's
the
what I
basic
thought.
That
premise?
would be my that would be my first choice. Yes.
Okay. And we still have no idea whatsoever of what the caravan following us is.
Based on what I've seen so far, I can make an assumption.
Do we assume it's reinforcements for the Phaedrons?
Bingo.
Or maybe them trying to like pick up this mineral to bring it somewhere else?
I was thinking it was part of the supply chain somehow.
Are you asking her about like the other caravan?
No. I'm just as Luke, I'm kind of getting the gist of like what information we have so I don't want to just say, "Oh, what's your plan for helping?" To help. And I say,
Sure.
Ah.
right.
Yeah,
It wouldn't hurt to ask her though how often caravans come.
What's that?
It wouldn't hurt to ask her how often other caravans come to this place. So we can get an
but
idea.
I wanna make a little give and take here. I don't wanna just be like, "What's your plan for helping?" Here's 20 questions with Lan.
Eh,
Oh,
Fair.
first of all, what's her name?
She tells you that her name
Mhm.
is what is it? Zaciris.
The series.
Yes.
Do I have like a water skin or like rations with me?
Sure.
I also want to give her those.
She drinks and partakes very eagerly. She definitely looks malnourished for a lizard folk.
Take all of it if she wants. I don't care. Uh, okay, so all right. And remind me, we were here to commune with the dryad or rescue it, or what was our business with it specifically?
We're supposed to get
Uh,
something from it to go on our fancy potion or whatever. That'll
Hmm.
change our looks.
Okay. But I didn't know if that came with like a. It's just we're here to talk to it, and we didn't know.
no, you're supposed to be getting some kind of ingredient from it.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like, oh, it's yeah, okay, so yeah, then I tell her we were here seeking out the dryad of this place. My crew and I are. It's a long story. It's a long story what we're doing, but rest assured, we are no friends to these people. They were no friends to the Phaedrons, and if they find us here, then I'd wager a guess they'd be even more upset with us than they would be if they found you having this conversation.
Yes,
Say,
we would likely be killed on sight.
oh, that'd be great. I want to try and put some bravado in addition to lighten the mood, and I say just like, oh, being killed on sight is old hat for us. And I say,
Kind
now
of.
compared to what the Phaedrons would be, or it's like,
True facts.
and I say just basically compared to what they'd be likely to do to us if they found us after the trouble we've been giving them recently. Ooh, now that would give us real pause.
Roll me
Regard-
diplomacy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Nice.
right on.
Okay,
This is
yeah.
this is why we play. These are the nights we play for.
She's fully on board. She says she points out to another lizard folk nearby. She says the dryad you seek is in the human leader's tent. It's the smallest tent of the three. She points out one of the other lizard folk in one of the other cots and says, Wake Zavarick. He is the strongest among us, and he can help you.
Getting to the dryad can wait now. I say, as I said, our captain is no fan of the way that you're being treated. And first things first, we'd like to help all of you if we can. I say, we've scrapped with the Phaedrons before and come out on top most times. And we believe with the rest of you to help, we may be able to turn the tide a bit.
She says we have no weapons, but they keep our pickaxes. Where would they keep them? Locked in a chest out by the dig site.
How
Just a
many among
couple.
you?
That
How
they
many among
seem,
you
they seem
would be willing? How many among you would be willing to fight and are able?
Every single one of us.
I'm liking
know
these
that's
All
odds.
right.
That's what I like to hear.
Yes.
I'm liking our odds.
Me too.
Told you again, the lizard folks on board would be important.
Another thing, I say, is there ever another caravan, someone from the outside that comes to this place? Supply chain, reinforcements, something of the like.
They say about once a week, a garrison of men,
Of course.
or at least like what you would know as a garrison. It's like 50 men in a caravan of like a bunch of camels with wagons attached and everything. Come here from the north, pick up all that we've mined, and bring it further south.
So the way I understand, okay, I'll nod. I'm just going to excuse myself for a moment. I'm going to do the ritual to communicate with Yellowtor.
Okay, yeah, you have 10 minutes. You snuck in
so
here.
He can respond in kind as long as our sentences between each other are less than 25 words.
Okay.
Prisoners will fight. Weapons locked up. Garrison incoming. What is next move? Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. What is next move?
Okay.
And it's still nighttime, so I would like to send back get Asim to find weapons. We're doing an armed revolt.
I got this.
Just go all at once, or leave and wait for more opportune planning.
Wait, did you tell me that there's more guys coming as well? Like, or how many guys are coming?
I said Garrison.
Why is Google Chrome being so stupid?
Because it can be.
Oh, how many prisoners are there?
How many prisoners are there?
It was a big tent full.
Yeah, like 25 or so. Most of them are like commoner stats, but maybe a handful of them are like fighting men.
They say, and she says, they're all willing to take up arms for this.
Yes. To rescue they know, they hear you trying to rescue the Dryad. That's what their main goal.
Cool. They care
Like,
nothing about anything else.
Well, yeah, they are, the Dryad is their patron saint, basically, in human terms. They would do anything to rescue their Dryad and get them to safety.
Okay. Let's do it.
How do we know what the Dryad that sold them down the river in the first place?
I think it would be dangerous to operate on that assumption, even for a minute.
We are pirates.
But yeah, so before anything,
that seems like a good way to get a lizard folk claw through your throat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Listen, you may be a pirate. I'm just a smuggler.
No, you're a pirate.
At this point, I'm a pirate, but you know what I mean.
I feel like we've had that argument of like, hey, you're not a pirate. Oh, fuck you, you're a pirate. Lan aggressively shoving Asim's wanted poster that says "Wanted for piracy" at him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Here's a question. They say the Dryad is in the human tent. Do we want to Dryad locked in Phaedron tent? Do we try to make contact stealthily at first, or revolt and worry about it?
That's a lot of words.
After. That is under 25. That is under 25.
Listen,
So-
if anybody can do
You
this,
sure our
it's
plan data? Are you sure our data plan covers that?
I'm not speaking in a goddamn haiku to have you question me, Gelf. I'm not over here like
Oh my god.
I'm not over there like a human speak and spell to have my credibility questioned.
Not only that, but he just had to yell at me for saying I'm not a pirate, so he's not.
So here is plan. Asim, scout weapons, report back.
We already know where the weapons are.
Oh,
We
yeah.
don't know how heavily guarded it is and how quietly he can get them.
We'll
Mhm.
find
It's gonna be
out
tough.
shortly.
It's going to be tough to grab a chest full of pickaxes and haul them to the tent.
It's
So
gonna be
I've got a
tough to
question.
grab a
So-
chest full of like clanky metal objects quietly.
Hold
Yeah.
on, hold on.
Here's another question. Are these locks simple enough that we could pick them, or only a seam?
A seam doesn't need to roll.
Okay.
I think maybe it's best if we have a seam stay and unlock all the prisoners, and me and Gelf try and retrieve.
So hold 1 second. 1 second. I have a question here. Can we see where the weapons are from this tent?
They're probably not within eyesight, but you know from the scouting of the previous day, like where the chest is. Like you saw all the lizard folk like have
Okay.
to put down the pickaxes in a big box, and like
Okay.
go to the tent at the end of the day.
Okay.
So it's like
with,
I don't know, 100 feet or so
with
away.
that being
Like
said, how
at
many
the edge of the
guards?
quarry.
How many guards are here?
There are 3 patrolling now.
And the rest are sleeping, I
They're-
presume.
Yes, it's in the middle of the night right now.
All right. This is my idea. Okay. We know where the weapons are. Okay. We know that there's at least one lizard here that can hold his own. We haven't woken him up yet, but he can definitely hold his own.
There's probably at least like maximum 5, but like there's at least 3 or 4 of these lizard folk that are like fighters.
Okay. How quietly can we kill those 3 roving guards?
From what we learned before, they're like heavily armored, so they probably actually have like decent stats.
I do not love our odds. I think maybe it's best if we just, like, right now we have the element of surprise. I think
Okay.
it's maybe best if we just get them unlocked, get them weapons, and then just suddenly explode from within.
Fair enough. Are you and Gelf going to be able to actually get into that chest?
Fuck, it's worth a shot, right? At the very least, we can try to get the chest to you.
How about we unlock a couple of lizard folk to help you?
Fair? Yeah.
Or at least one of you go with, because I kind
Ben,
of
you
don't
know
want the
what-
wizard going with you. No offense, Gelf, but
Ben, what would the difficulty be?
I
for
want magic
unlocking
over
the
here.
You don't want magic over here?
No, I want magic over here.
Oh,
I don't want magic. I don't
okay.
want magic exploding over near the. Yeah.
Now,
near the dig site?
Yeah.
here's the thing about this, though. How much time do we have? Like, how long do you think it's going to take to pick all the locks on the on these lizards'
Well,
shackles?
that's why I was suggesting we do it at the same time. Like, we make our way over to the chest.
No,
Why?
what I'm saying is, it would probably make more sense to just have Asim do both, because he could probably it's the middle of the night. Like,
Well, so again, that's why I was saying I'm gonna do the 5 fighters.
Mhm.
Okay. Now you
Yeah.
have some cover in case something goes
No.
horribly wrong.
No,
You
this
have
is this sounds really stupid. Unlock all unlock all of the lizards and then go get the chest. You have all the time you need. It's like the dead of night. Unless you're
I'm-
making a bunch of noise in this tent, they're not going to come check.
Yeah, we've got to convince every lizard not to scream when we wake them up.
Yeah,
And
so
also
like,
assuming the guards don't peek their head in.
Yeah, but then we just chop their head off. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. How long is it going to take me to unlock all these locks, Ben? Just starting with this tent.
25 locks. I don't know, like 30 minutes, probably. Like
Not
20 minutes. Less
Okay.
than a minute per lock.
Okay.
Probably 20 minutes. You've already spent
20
like
minutes
20 minutes
talking
in
about
this
this.
tent. Yeah. I don't know how to. I'm trying to put
So
stuff on the map, and it's
so
not
so
letting me.
let's put it this way. Lan, if you want to go get the chest, go get. I'm gonna start unlocking all these people. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be a simple lock for you to unlock over there, but you're the closest thing to a captain I got right now, so we're gonna go take your lead. In the meantime, I'm gonna get to work because this is gonna take me a minute. I start unlocking the shackles of
I
the
would say
lizards.
we start with our. I would say we start with our elder lizard friend,
Mhm.
and then we get her. We get her to do the bit that I did with her of like
Oh yeah.
hold a hand over mouth, and they see a face of someone they trust to be like. Hey,
Oh
I'm
no,
cool."
for sure, for sure. That
Yeah.
was assumed in my mind. I wasn't going to be holding. I'm not doing it.
I am
Declaring it. Okay, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So,
It seems
yeah.
like I don't know what you want from me. I'm not doing what you did. I'm not putting my hand over their mouth. I do not want to get bit.
Then honestly, yeah, I think the plan we set up with Gilator and the crew is like, we're gonna free all these people, get them armed, and then
Slaughter
with
everybody
your
in their
leave-
sleep.
with your leave, we just. I don't think there's a stealthy way to do this once shit pops off. So it's literally just once you hear the signal, it's just go time.
yeah, I think we use the revolt as cover to free the dryad first, because maybe she's got some wicked magic shit we could use to help us out in this fight.
Fair,
We'll,
honestly.
we'll deal with that once we get these people freed.
I think that doesn't change the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Ben, I start unlocking these locks.
Okay. It takes you about 20 minutes. It's been about 40 minutes now, but you haven't been making a sound, so nobody's
The
nobody knows
wiser
you're there.
and the Phaedron just don't give a shit about checking on the lizards.
No, they're in their tents asleep.
I'm going behind a scene with what's her name again?
It's
Oh.
a series.
The series. And basically just explaining very carefully, like, spread the word throughout the ones that are like, whoever we wake up, here's the deal. The previous one we unlocked is going to explain to you what's happening. In short, we are friends. We're here to free the dryad, or we're here to free your dryad and liberate as many of you as possible. There's going to be a fight. It's going to be dangerous. Fight if you want. Run if you can. I'm making what I feel is the order that Gilator would give, which is if there's any of you that do not want to or feel like you can't fight, there's going to be a lot of chaos. Run for the hills and take your chances.
Okay.
that
We are not shanghaiing anybody into a fight they don't want to be in. The only thing I will ask of them, if you want to run, wait until the revolt starts so that those of you that want to stay have a fighting chance. So that you're free to do what you like.
Okay.
Do we want to try and take care of the patrolling guards? Because I have an idea.
Not just yet.
Well, when we do, I have an idea.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're just going around unlocking them, explaining the plan, and then I guess it's time to get the weapons.
Okay. I'm trying to think if all these lizard people can be quiet enough.
I'd like to basically just ask, like, essentially stay still, gather your wits about you, and just, you know what I mean? Like, just gather your wits about you and sure yourselves up. Try not to make any noise. Like, we will get your weapons. We will handle the rest.
Okay. I'm trying to find stat blocks for these guys. The hell is this thing? Oh, there's a reptile.
Guys, he's looking up stat blocks.
I'm looking up stat blocks for the lizard people you've rescued.
Yeah.
Guys,
I
he's
already-
looking up stat blocks.
I already have the stat blocks
For
bespoke
everybody
stat
else.
blocks for the Legionnaires.
They each have a quarter of a hit point.
I mean, most of them will be minions. So,
They can be taken out by a strong gust of wind.
oh, human slave. There we go.
Listen, that is pretty much exactly why I included the proviso in there. And I mean, Captain, you can tell me if I'm misrepresenting you here. I don't think any.
No, I don't.
we're
I don't
not-
want to have to get them killed because we want extra bodies in a fight.
We're not favorites.
Yeah. I'm giving them the chance at freedom. If they would like to take it, they're not obligated to take it.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's not even just freedom. It's like the minute we do this, you effectively have a chance at freedom. Like if you want to just take a fucking run for the hills and leave us to die, that is your complete autonomous right to do. You are free to do that. The only thing, like, you want to take your chances in the desert, have at it. The only thing I'm asking is, don't do that until the fighting starts, and give the rest of your brothers and sisters a fighting chance.
Right.
But if you want, like, this is, like, as of right now, you're free. We're not the Phaedrons. You're not being drafted. We're doing us. You're with us or you're not.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And then let's see here. Let's do. No.
So are we ready for this to all kick off? Because it is 10:22.
We haven't gotten the weapons yet, correct?
Nope.
No.
So
Okay.
let's do it. Do that.
All right. I start making my way to the weapons tent.
I'm going with.
Are you going to the weapon, like the tent of the box of pickaxes at the dig site?
Yes.
Correct.
Well, that's assuming there's not another place that has like swords and shit.
Oh,
I
that
mean-
an actual barracks would be so fucking heavily guarded.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
there's
a seam is
presumably
insane.
7 Phaedron soldiers in there.
I think the best shot we're gonna get is just give them, because also these people have never used,
True.
presumably used a spear or a sword. They might know how to swing an axe.
Oh no.
Or they
It makes
definitely
sense.
know how to swing an axe. You know, a rock and a Phaedron's chest plate effectively behave the same at the end of the shaft.
Yeah, no, don't. I was just asking. Yeah, we go to
No,
where
no,
the
no,
pickaxes, where the pickaxes are. We make our way over
Hold
there.
on.
I take it we're gonna need to roll stealth again, or are we holding with our old stealth?
Yeah, you're gonna need to roll stealth again. Where's the standby?
And then I have a potential shenanigan question, but I don't think it is.
Lizard folk. Here we go.
That's better.
Yeah, 26 is good.
God. For those of you listening at home, here is what we are viewing.
A 14 will work or it won't.
I have not said anything. Let's see. We're gonna put the map out here.
He's putting the map out, guys. He's putting the map out.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's you all on the map. I'm gonna put everybody else over this side here. You are there. So you're all up there. You guys, no, this one, are over here by this tent. The box is over. Where's the dig site? I'm gonna say the dig site is here.
Okay.
Good lord.
So it's on the other side of like the elevated position that the tent for the barracks is on.
Yeah.
As you guys are sneaking around, making your way out there, I am going to roll the perception check again for one of these guys, just for one.
Here's a question.
We're not going against all three this time.
For my thing of potentially substituting my roll with a 17, are you going to make me declare before I know whether my roll succeeds or fails?
No.
Okay.
You will know if you failed, and you're not going to waste it.
Okay, carry on.
We both
so he
failed.
tied with you.
Oh.
He tied with you. He also got a 14.
Okay.
Which means, I guess, yeah, meets it, beats it. You just barely succeed.
It's another, like, he looks around the corner as, like, I trip on the sand and a scene fucking yanks me behind a building, literally, as he like, looks
Yeah.
over.
You definitely can hear, like, this guy is very confused because he could have sworn he heard something. They're a little bit more alert
Uh-huh.
now.
That's okay. We'll be fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Where
How
are the
are you?
guards?
Still on patrol.
Randomly. Alright. So I take it Lan and I make it to the other side.
Yes. You make
Okay.
it to the box.
Okay. How big is this box?
It's a big trunk. It's got like 24 pickaxes in it. They're small pickaxes, but they're heavy. The box probably needs 2 people to carry it.
My little speedy little Fey companion that I still have for the remainder of 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If I commanded it to bring these pickaxes one at a time, because it like back to Gelf, would that be more or less stealthy than us just carrying this thing back?
Wait, what?
Would it be more or less stealthy than me and Asim picking this thing up and carrying the entire box back for me to use my spirit companion messenger thing that I still have for however a little while left to just go, hey, one at a time, as fast as you can, pick up a pickaxe, fly it back to the tent, return, rinse, repeat.
I'm imagining Thing from Adam's Family right now.
Kinda.
It would probably take a little too long.
Okay, then
This thing wouldn't be able to carry these pickaxes.
So I've got a question.
easily.
How big
Sure.
did you say they were?
They're like a handheld pickaxe.
Okay, so and there are 12 of them?
Yeah.
I thought you said, oh, but there's 25 lizard folk.
No, there's like
You said a
He
dozen.
said like 2 dozen.
Oh,
there's
2
at
dozen.
least one for each lizard.
Okay.
Okay. Carrying this chest back there is going to be a problem.
Yeah, I have a strength of 11.
You're not with us.
What's my strength?
Oh, I'm not.
You're still back at the tent. You didn't roll stealth.
I have a
Oh,
strength.
that's right.
I have a strength of 12. But I do have that 17. I do have that 17 like waiting in the wings.
Yeah. So the thing is that let's just get a move on it, I guess.
I think we just go for it. I think we just full send
Risk it for the biscuit. Let's do it.
I truly don't think we have a choice.
So what I do is I take any cloth that I can find and try to wrap it around anything that would be metal on metal. Obviously not inside the crate, but on the outside.
Yeah.
Because inside the crate, they're stacked pretty well. I doubt that they're going to make a whole ton of noise shifting in there, but like the clasp that I just unlocked, the handles, wrap cloth around the handle, so if we do drop part of, like, try to lessen the noise of the box moving as much as possible.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So this is gonna
Does
be
the box
more.
need to make a stealth roll?
Yes, the box needs to make a stealth roll.
It might if we drop it.
Yeah.
Roll me. Let me see here. Hold on. I'm still trying to grab the stat blocks for this stuff. Where are you? There you are. Give me. I don't want to just say another stealth check because that's kind of boring.
Endurance for them to not drop it?
No, because they'll be able to carry it well enough. You know what? Both of you give me another stealth check against their DC.
Oh.
But now we go up against all three of them.
Yes. So they don't like catch you outright.
Mhm.
What are they gonna do?
Would a 17 help in this case?
It wouldn't be a 17. It would be a 17 plus 9.
9. I mean, yeah. If you use your 17 now, you'd get away home free. If not, we're gonna say they don't catch you, but they definitely find the box missing.
That one's up to you, Lan.
Would we have enough time to arm everybody and get ready for the fight, or is this like, no, we're scrambling? Like, is it going to put us at a disadvantage?
It will put you at a disadvantage. It's not going to be that the entire alarm is raised by the time you're ready to go, but at least these guys are
Now searching.
aware of something shady going on.
Are we going to get, otherwise, are we going to get like a surprise round?
No, you would not get a surprise round if you fail this.
No,
No,
I'm saying
if you pass
we
it.
succeed.
Yeah, then you guys have surprise on them. The lizards all jump out and start attacking you.
Then I'm going to use my 17, so I got a 17 plus 9.
Okay. Excellent. So yeah, you're good. I'm just trying to fucking find a stat block for these guys.
I'm going to be
What's wrong with Human
completely
Slave?
real.
Human Slave is minion. I'm trying to find stat blocks for the couple of guys that are tougher.
It is also 10:30. We can
Yeah, I was
basically
gonna
just
call
pop
it.
off with this next time.
Okay.
Yeah,
I found
pop
a
off
stat.
with the murdering next one.
Oh, that's so exciting! What a cliffhanger!
Yes.
All right.
All right. All right, everybody.